At USW, we've been using SEATS for a number of years. The main function that we use it for currently is the attendance monitoring side of things. It ensures that we're compliant as a university, essentially. So the UKVI will set certain parameters for international students that they must follow, and that's for the students as well as the institution that they attend. So for USW, part of our license is that we have to ensure that all international students, their attendance is being monitored closely, and if there are any issues, we need to be aware of them so that we can report that to UKVIs. At USW, we have around 5,500 international students. So we use SEATS predominantly to allow us to monitor those students. It gives us a real clear path and a clear history of that student from the time they come through the door to the time they leave. So at any point we can look to see what their record was between a period of time, and we can kind of reflect on where they've been during that period of time. Predominantly what we do, we feed information into SEATS. SEATS will then provide us with an audit trail for those students and will then kick out any notifications that we need for those students, so whether they go to a stage 1, stage 2 and so on. We use a couple of other systems that will feed the data into SEATS, but it's predominantly the attendance monitoring side of things, and we only currently use it for international or Tier 4 students at the moment. It's been a very handy tool in the last week in particular, where we've had an internal audit. Essentially what we've been doing a lot of at the moment is seeing how we monitor the attendance of those students and how we can actually feed that back to the UKVI if they need to have any information from us. So using SEATS in particular it's been massive over the last week, because we've been able to look at a student in particular and see their journey right the way through the last 6, 12, 18 months, whatever it may be. So it's been a real big help for us. I think the main thing with SEATS for my team at the moment is it's just so user-friendly. The main objective is essentially for us to be compliant as a university, to make sure we've got those students actually being monitored and to make sure we've got all the information covered for them. It's so user-friendly that you can kind of sit with someone for an hour, 2 hours, and you're right up to grips with things. So the main kind of benefit I think for our team in particular is it's just so user-friendly, and you know, thankfully whenever we need any support, there's so many different avenues we can go down to get some support from the relevant guys at SEATS. I think with reporting in general, it's a real handy tool. The fact that we can pull a report on a specific cohort and change that cohort in bulk, massive help for us. Or if we've got a cohort in particular that an academic wants some information on, the fact that we can pull off 200 students and say, right, here's your 200 students, whatever information you need on it, we can obtain that. It's a massive help for us, rather than staff going through one by one and pulling that data through themselves. The fact that we can pull that in bulk is great. If any institution isn't using this, I think my word of advice to them is make your life easier. The fact that we could simply just take a screenshot of the information we needed and feed that back to the UKVI, that was huge for us.